Hi, that Paul guy. So over the past couple of days, or actually probably the past couple of weeks, at work, on social media, in my personal life, and see some of the things that other people go through and all that stuff, I got to wondering and thinking, what makes us do certain things, or what keeps us on the right path or the right track when nobody else is around, or nobody else is looking, or nobody else has input, and we don't have that feedback, or we don't have that input, or we don't have that person watching to make sure we do what we're supposed to be doing. In the case where it's something for us, what drives you to make sure that you take care of things for yourself? Now, there's a lot of us out there that will go and we'll take care of pretty much anything, or we'll sacrifice pretty much anything for somebody else. But what are you willing to give up for yourself? What are you willing to sacrifice for your own well-being, or to take care of yourself? A lot of people out there that want to lose a couple of pounds, but they'll go after that other slice of cake. Or a couple of people that want to save money, but they'll stop at Starbucks anyway. And it kind of makes me wonder and think, it's like, what are you willing to give up, or what are you willing to sacrifice for yourself? Do you really want to save money? Do you really want to lose the weight? Do you really want those things for yourself? Or are you just willing to do that for somebody else and hope that somebody else will do that for you? And I don't know if there's a good answer for that. Because I know one of the things that keeps me motivated, or one of the things that keeps me going, is just because I don't guess I was raised any other way. I was always, my parents, and I'm glad they did, and I'm really, really grateful and really thankful. And it's not that things haven't gone wrong in my life. Believe me, they have. I've had bad marriages. I've had things happen where, I'm not as close as I wished I was with my son. And I don't have the relationships that I wished I did. Or even with friends, former girlfriends, former friends, whatever. Those things, there are things that I wished, if I had had a little bit better frame of reference, a little bit better frame of mind, or a little bit different thinking, that maybe they could have gone better. But they didn't. But it's okay, because I learned from them anyway, and I'm doing what I can to make sure that things are okay and that I'm doing the best that I know how to do. I see some friends struggle and they're all excited when they find a new job. And then 3 or 4 weeks later, they're looking for another job because they didn't like the hours or the pay or who they were working with. It's like, is that not important enough to you to put up with who you're working with or the hours, to make that sacrifice to yourself to get what you want further down the road? Sure, it might not be a great job, but it might hold you over right now until you get a better job later. When I went back to school, a lot of people asked my motivation for that, and I just wanted to do something. I wanted to be out of management, and I wanted to do something that I felt that I felt that I enjoyed. I wanted to be doing something that I enjoyed doing instead of something that I felt like I had to do. When I was working in management, working in retail, and working in restaurant and all that stuff, some of those things were things I felt like I had to do. And now I'm doing something, or I get to do something that I enjoy doing, that I get to do, that I get to explore, and that I get to, puzzle things out and figure things out and all that stuff. And even though I'm the only person on my team that's in my immediate office area, still, I don't feel like I have to have somebody necessarily watch over my shoulder to make sure I get things done. To answer questions and be there if I get stuck, yes. But to make sure that I'm doing the work, absolutely not. Because I feel enough, I feel good enough about myself and what I'm doing to make sure that I get every bit of it I can out of it. And now, when I was going to school, in the meantime, I had a job that I wasn't exactly thrilled with. What made it worth it, though, was the people that I was working with, both when I was in Florida and when I was out in Arizona. All the people that I was working with, that I got to be on a team with or work close by, I loved working with. And I wouldn't trade those people for anything in the world. And I'm very grateful that I was in that situation. But I think if I had been unhappy there, I would have found a situation that I wanted, at least until I got to the point where I graduated, got my degree, and got hired into a job that I'm happy with. So maybe that's my question to you guys. What are you willing to sacrifice for yourself? Is there a certain time period that you try to give something, whether it's a relationship or a job or trying a diet or saving or something like that? Is there a certain amount of time that you give for it to work before you give up on it? Or are you one of those people that, you know what, I'm going to do this no matter what it takes? Because even with a video, with making videos, and even with a YouTube channel, there's times when a lot of people don't watch the videos, but that's okay because they're out there when you do. And when you decide that you want to get around and watch those or subscribe or have a friend subscribe or something else, or find somebody that is interested in seeing that, then that's there. And in the meantime, it gets me a chance to practice and do things better and improve the way I'm doing things. So when inevitably, when I am successful, because I firmly believe I will be, then I've got the practice to be professional, and then things come off and they look the way they're supposed to look. They sound the way they're supposed to sound. And it presents something to the audience that they want to see. And that's the goal. Do I want to be successful doing it? Absolutely. Do I want to present something to somebody that gets value out of it? Absolutely. And that's the big goal, is that something I have to say, somebody else might want to hear. So really, those are just my thoughts. I mean, I see a lot of people out there that some people put their head down and they just go after it and they just nail it until they get it. And they're usually successful in whatever they try. And it might be one task, or it might be a series of tasks, or it might be a lifestyle, or it might be whatever. I'm going to tell you now, I'm not one of those people who can get out there and run 5 miles in the morning. I'm not going to do it. I can't get out at 5 o'clock in the morning and go running just for the sake of loving running, or because I feel like I have to do it to keep in shape. But I know people that are, or that do, or that run marathons and stuff like that, and they love it. And there's people out there that they're really, really good about saving money. I'm not one of those people, but I do know people that are really good at doing it because they're passionate about what it's going to mean for them in the long term. So that's my question, I guess. If anything, what are you willing to sacrifice for yourself? Or do you not even feel like you have anything left when you're done with everybody else to give anything back to yourself? Because you got to remember, if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else. I mean, you can for a little while, but it's not going to last. You have to take care of yourself, and you have to make sure that you are healthy and you are taken care of, and that you believe in yourself and love yourself, and make sure that you are successful in your own right, in your own heart, in your own mind, in your own spirit, before you can help somebody else. So that's just what's on my mind. That's what I got. So I'm sorry if I'm rambling on. I hope somebody finds something or gets something out of this. And if, like I said, even if nobody watches it, I got to say it and I got it off my chest and I got to say what I was feeling, and that helps me. So hopefully it helps you too. As always, folks, you're welcome to share, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, leave me any kind of comments. Let me know what you're willing to give up for yourself to make yourself better. Are you not willing to do anything for yourself? Is it just, let life happen, or are you going to make life happen? I don't know. I'm just trying to get an idea of what other people think about it too. So, but for the time being, that's all I got. So, until next time, I'll see you later.